Hey everybody, welcome back. We got a new addition, and I thought this was a really good opportunity to introduce you guys to a new species of snake that we've got here. It's a little bit different than what you're used to seeing with Russell and the big reticulated pythons around and things like that. So today will be a pretty cool episode with a snake that I've been looking to get for a really long time. So don't go anywhere, we'll be right back on Intrepid Exotics. Do you have a natural love for animals? Then come along with us as we explore what it's like living with and caring for some of the most unique animals on the planet, our reptiles. Whether you're a lifelong keeper or just getting started, help us encourage responsible keeping, conservation, and public education in the interest of keeping our reptiles safe and healthy as we protect them for future generations. You're invited to spend time with us as we experience these awesome animals together on Intrepid Exotics. So we just by chance happened across this guy last week, and I was really happy to get the opportunity to take him in. It was somebody who was in transition, needed to find a good home for his animals, and we just happened to run into each other, and now here he is. We found our green tree python. He's a male, and he's just a really awesome animal. And you guys will have to excuse the funky lighting in here. This is upstairs in my office. As I'm sure you've probably heard me say before, we're out of space for reptiles here. So that's one reason why I decided to bring him up here to my office. A little bit smaller enclosure, and he can sit right up here with me. But I will say I've been really pleasantly surprised with this guy, because the green tree pythons, the emerald tree boas, they have a reputation for being really defensive, really nippy and so forth, which is unfortunate, if for no other reason because of the size of their teeth. So I got a little bit of video of the first time I was handling him. I didn't think to set everything up. I was really focused on just interacting with him and getting a feel for what his temperament was and so forth. And I was really pleasantly surprised. As you can see, he's just inquisitive and really comfortable being held. So the fellow that had him before me did a really good job of keeping the snake secure and handling him well and things like that. So I'm going to take him out and let you guys get a closer look at him. Now you're going to notice, of course, green tree pythons, for those of you that aren't familiar, they're arboreal snakes, typically nocturnal. So this is his time to be sleeping. He just ate 3 days ago, and he's to the point now where he's far enough along to where I'm pretty comfortable handling him. But one thing that you'll notice that's a lot different with this particular snake specifically is handling's a little bit different than you're going to do with your ball pythons and your retics, even those animals that are of the same size. And you'll see just because of the way he's perched up there, it's a little bit different technique handling this guy. So the way I've got him set up in here is got a couple inches of sphagnum moss on the bottom of it. It's really soaked down. You can see he's got a lot of good humidity in his enclosure, which these guys need. And these enclosures are really cool because those perches will come out of them. When they're wrapped around like that, you don't want to go in and try scooping them around. They've got, their bodies are a lot more delicate than, typical constrictors. And particularly their tails, really small, really fine vertebrae in them, so you got to be really careful. So what we do is we actually take the perch out, and these guys in the daytime, of course, they bury their head down in their coils. So let's wake him up. There you go, bud. So you're okay. And just really gently, I'm not pushing him. I'm not trying to push him off of his perch or anything. He's just now waking up, so I'm giving him a little bit of time to see what's going on here. See, get a shot of his head. Now, I'm even still, now that he's waking up and starting to move, I'm still not pulling him off of the perch. What I'm doing is giving him an alternate perch and something to climb up. So I'm dropping him down just a little bit with my arm right here, and then just kind of keep working with him a little bit, and that natural instinct to climb should kick in here in a minute. Here we go. You see, you just got to be really careful with these guys, really patient, and let them start to come off and explore on their own. Yep. Now he's awake and checking stuff out. Look at you. And these are just such gorgeous snakes. There we go. Come on, bud. As soon as he starts moving up a little bit, I might roll his perch just a hair. Come on, bud. And he's slowly going to start working himself off of there. So we got him off his perch now. Like I said, it takes a little while sometimes. I'm just really careful not to force his body off of there, because I really don't want him to hurt himself, because these guys will hang on once they get latched onto something, for certain. Now you can see this guy, he's just a little bit lean, a little on the lean side. They said he was 6 years old, and I would expect him to be just a little bit more stout at that age. So I've kind of upped his, what I think he was eating before. I think he was on mice before. So I've went ahead and upped him to small rats, and that seems to be a little bit more his speed. But like I said, man, you can see this guy has been so fun and so easy to work with. I keep wanting to find a snake that's actually difficult to work with, so that I can do a series on, you know, how to kind of help them get comfortable and how to tame them down and so forth. And it's really a pleasant surprise that we're not going to have an opportunity to do that with this one, because this guy is just so easy to manage, and just the sweetest snake. Let's see if we can get his head up there. There we go. So like I said, the main differences between him and, you know, the retics and carpet pythons and so forth that we've got downstairs is, you know, like I said, they are a little bit more fragile. You've got to pay a little bit closer attention to your husbandry with these guys. You need to make sure that they've got plenty of humidity. You want to keep them right at about 83, 85 degrees with like 85 to 90 degree basking spots in there. And like I said, I've got the moss on the bottom of his, so it keeps a really good humidity level in there. And, you know, a couple times a day, I start to see the condensation on the window. I'll open it up, let it air out a little bit, just because I don't want it to stay too humid in there. Got to have some air moving in there just to keep it healthy for him. But as you can see, not all snakes are deserving of the reputation that they have. This guy is just completely laid back, and he's perfectly happy to be held. He's perfectly happy to be out. And maybe if we can get a good, there we go, focus in on those eyes. Absolutely love these guys, man. They are just among the most gorgeous animals on the planet, I swear. Definitely among the most awesome snakes. So I hope you guys enjoyed meeting him, and we're going to continue looking for that problem snake that we can get that series made about. But like I said, in this case, I'm pretty happy, since these guys, like I said, are so naturally fragile. Pretty happy that he's turned out being as pleasant as he is. Much less chance of him hurting himself and getting stressed out and so forth. But definitely happy to have run across this guy. Grabbed his perch back off the floor. Let me show you guys how we put him back in. Okay. All right, bud. And this is always a good sign with a snake, when they don't when they don't run away from you, trying to hurry up and get back into their enclosure. Looks like he's more than content to just hang out here with me. But gotta get him in there. There we go. And then again, you just work at his pace, work around him. And I've still got to get a lock put on this enclosure right now. I've just got this one little hasp, so I'll get that taken care of. But yeah, I thought you guys would like to see him. Definitely really thrilled to have found him. And I know the last video that I said I was going to put out was going to be my favorite YouTube channels. That one's still coming, but this guy happened before I could get those finished, so I wanted to get this video out there. Just absolutely love this guy. We're excited to have him. So go ahead, get subscribed to the channel, like the videos, helps me get it out to more people, and keep up with us, get notified. Here pretty soon I'm going to be running down that list of all my biggest influences as I was coming up keeping reptiles, and some really useful, helpful folks out there as far as keeping reptiles, monitor lizards, snakes, everything. So look forward to seeing you guys again. Have an outstanding day, and I'll see you next time on Intrepid Exotics.